The most common one because of COVID is like, oh, why did you eat the bat?
There are times occasionally when I get under pressure, I'm like, oh, like this guy's getting to my head, he's getting to my nerves. It is always gonna be there.
Gaming has brought people together from around the world, but there's still work to be done. In this series, we give a voice to those in the space that face unique challenges. This is The Roundtable, presented by TD.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris, otherwise known as Legend Daily. I am a Twitch partner and verified TikTok gaming creator. I grew up making Fortnite content, and a lot of people really like that, so I just started really pushing it. And before this, I was actually an accountant.
My name is Chris 2. You can call me Chris 2, I guess. And my gamer tag is Mirror. I'm the Overwatch League professional tank player for the Vancouver Titans. And yeah, I've been playing Overwatch basically ever since the game came out.
My name is Jung Park. My game tag is Aztac. I'm a Overwatch professional player in Vancouver Titans 2. And yeah. Sorry.
Right, so for me, I don't know about you guys, but I started on the Game Boy, and then I eventually got a PS1, and then a PS2, and then it went into the PC. I think one game that I fell in love with when I was young was RuneScape. All these games, I really fell in love with them, and they just pretty much followed me all the way up to pretty much games that I play nowadays, like Lost Ark, a little bit of Fortnite. There's just one game that shut down that I missed. It's called Hyperscape, but I like to play a variety of different games.
This was when I used to play on a Nintendo, and just like the small chip card. I played basically all the Pokemon game with my cousin and my friends in real life. And then when I was 4, I remember when my dad first got me a laptop, I started playing a bunch of MMO that was made in Korea, made in America, basically. And yeah, ever since then, I just started playing games and do school at the same time.
At the Korean have a big PC cafe culture. So when I was young, me and my friends always going to PC cafe after school. So I play so much game, Korean game or some Blizzard game, Hearthstone or League of Legends. When I was high school, Overwatch come out and I played Overwatch a lot, and now I'm a Overwatch professional player.
In a way, kinda, they can just like the stereotype of like, what I hate about is like, instead when you criticize or like be toxic towards someone in a video game, you should keep the stuff in-game related. Don't bring a lot like about the culture or like what's going on with the real world or like about anything about the family. Surprisingly for me, my accent, people kind of like not really. Yeah, because like I've been study abroad like most places, so they can just like they can't assume it, and I can say that I was born here. So it's like yeah, I mean I can't do anything about it. This is how it is.
Wait, let me ask you something. Did you find that there's different levels of like toxicity in the different regions? Like you know how like gamers like we always like talk smack.
Yeah, the European probably have the most toxic toxicity in their community in every single game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, mine's a little bit different because I think you probably play a lot more like competitive stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, when I was streaming a lot and very heavily in the past, I myself didn't experience much like negativity or toxicity, mainly because whoever I was playing with, like if I was doing a public lobby, they just don't know that I'm Asian.
Yeah.
Like my accent is not really like heavy, but I do actually have a lot of Asian friends, and these Asian friends that have heavier accents, I could see like, oh, I'm playing with a friend, and then this random guy who's in our lobby is like pretty much saying a lot of racist things.
Yeah.
I've definitely experienced that. I'm not necessarily gaming, but like say I'm in my gaming room and I'm streaming to my audience, there's always gonna be that like one-off guy who comes in and says something like pretty racist.
Yeah.
And like, for me, like I just try not to give it as much attention. But I do know that I have also a lot of other streamer friends who just, the moment they see that, like they get really soft and under
like
pressure.
Anxious, yeah.
And then I can tell that like they feel uncomfortable, and like, since you're the viewer, you can't really like help them, right? But the best thing you can do is to just remind the streamer like oh, ignore them, like they're just a nobody. So
I mean the most common one because of COVID is like, oh, why did you eat the bat? So I'm like, why do you have to say that?
Right.
It's not necessary. Like,
Right. I think honestly, like I'm not even perfect too, because there are times occasionally when I get under pressure, I'm like, oh, like this guy's getting to my head, he's getting to my nerves, and maybe I don't have any mods in chat, so I'm like, I have to handle it myself. And then there are other times when I'm feeling like, if I feel very mentally strong, I'll use them as content. I'll be like, oh, so chat, let's have a look at this young fine specimen in chat trying to make fun of me. And I just try to like have some fun with it, but I don't have like perfect days like that all the time. So it is always gonna be there.
they're bored. They're bored. They need attention from people. So I mean, that's like the simplest reason that I can think of. I don't know the guy. I can't say anything about like their mental health or anything. So that for me, if anything that happened, I just say, oh, this guy probably just have a bad day and then he needs to like take it on someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna add to that. I feel like also like they're under the comfort of being behind a screen.
That too, yeah.
So one of like the tactics that I've used to really make someone kind of like stop talking like that is I'll click their profile and then I'll drag their profile on my stream and just show everyone, all right guys, so this is X person, he's been saying negative things, let's look at his chat history. Oh, a while ago he was like showing me love and all that stuff, and all of a sudden he just flipped. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't know why he's like this, guys, but and then I just try to like show these negative people that it's a lot different when you're not in the spotlight.
It depends on which community or which part of the community that you participate in. Because honestly, sometimes I stream the community, I would say like my Twitch chat viewers are like, I would say like a small community. They're really supportive, even if like things goes bad. They're like, oh, it's okay for that to happen. Things will get better tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. But things will get better, basically. So yeah, I think it's the right person that you choose to talk to or choose to like have a conversation with. For
the gaming scene in general, I feel like, especially if you're gonna start working in it, whether it's competitive or just making content, I think no matter which route you take at all, there will always be some form of negativity. And I think if you can train yourself to prepare for the negativity that will come, I feel like it's going to be a really fun experience. It's going to be a good time. And I feel like there's a lot of people who get into the gaming scene and they hope everything is just perfection.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just play Overwatch all day and that's it. Or I can just play Fortnite all day and that's it. And most of the times, the creators that make it seem like that have already developed their own mental system to handle negativity in the space. So I guess like the message that I'd have for future gamers or people that want to get into the gaming space, especially working in it, is to just prepare yourself for what's going to come. It's never going to be like smooth sailing. I think that's the biggest mistake you get into gaming, is you think that you just turn on the game, you turn on the camera, or all of a sudden you're like a pro. Like it's never that simple. So yeah, it's in a sense, it's like any other job.
I think just trying to be my best self every single day, show up to practice, give my full effort, and obviously don't waste people's time. And yeah, just, I don't know, day by day, and just be the happiest version of myself.
So I started off in gaming, and I'm starting to do a lot more lifestyle things, and I feel like that's what my audience has been resonating a lot more with. So my goal is nowadays is more so to help my audience make better decisions in their life, and not just like short-term like happy decisions, but like long-term, like wow, I'm really happy I was able to invest into a really tough decision. So for me, I just want to help people live a better life.
Everyone know me and my play.
No, you and your friend?
Me and my play.
Oh, you and your play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know about your play. Can I say about your play?
No.
Okay, I don't say. Okay.